in, but I'm hoping that you all will get an A on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are the reasons why it was difficult for the Tar Heel Nation last night?
Only having one.
And really, nobody even recognized that.
Only having
What?
one player
what do you mean?
in the first round. That's kind of difficult reality.
The other was having 3 guys from Duke in the top 10.
That's difficult.
Particularly the number 1 pick. That was tough. Yeah.
That was number 1. Duke's first rounders: Flagg, Knueppel, number 4 by the Hornets, and then 6 picks later, Khaman Maluach to Phoenix. And so Duke has 3 top 10 picks in the same NBA draft for the second time in 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, that's heartburn.
Okay, what else? Why was it difficult?
Losing Drake Powell
Well,
as a player for this coming season.
You know what?
The other part is, just the whole branding of Duke all over the place. I mean, the logo, everything they talk about. Jay Billis being on there from Duke.
Oh yeah.
Seeing John Shire and the whole table and just the whole branding aspect of it.
That's 5 right there.
Yeah, the whole branding aspect of.
Just keep going.
No, that's important. That's what happened when Carolina was doing it. But even though Coach
nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers that.
Yes, they do. Raw Williams was there, and when Carolina was getting guys drafted all the time, and of course Calipari was definitely with Kentucky. That's all about the branding. You're recruiting then, and when those kids see John Shire and the whole contingent of Duke people there, and even a young lady that's over the NIL, she was with Kon Knueppel for a minute. I can't remember her name. I sat in there next to her a couple of times at games. She was there. So the whole brand of Duke was just dominating. And as a Carolina fan, you're like, wow, we got to get our act together.
True.
All right, well, let's go back to health and fitness. Errol got an A+.
Thank you very much.
It's pretty clear.
Well, okay.
But let's break them down. So thank you for that. It is all about the branding. I would definitely say John Shire's hugging, and to think that it will only be his 4th season at the helm of his alma mater next year, only his 4th season. Jay Billis trying to be unemotional and calm, all the while gloating. Mm-hmm. What's that quote? Your silence is deafening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
He tried. The graphics of the former number 1s from Duke, whether it was Elton Brand in 1999, Kyrie in 2011, Zion Williamson 2019, and Banchero in 2022.
Wow. Keep naming them. Come on, Dr. Stroman. Come on.
Adam Silver with his little devilish grin greeting the Dukies. I was hoping they would, on the hot mic, I was hoping they could pick up, he would say something, but I think he's learned he better not mention Duke from the commissioner's podium.
And to your point, though, people didn't realize he went to Duke as well. So there you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, can't help it when he went to school. Man.
And then did y'all notice the video footage of the Blue Devils dunking, stealing, posing, jumping in joy while beating the heels at Cameron and at Smith? That, I think, got under my skin the most. And then the recruiting advantage again. And as Errol stated, the branding. Last year, the Blue Devils, they didn't use the portal to load up with transfers last year. Instead, they signed 5 of ESPN's top 50 recruits in the 2024 class. And then they leveraged the portal to build around Flagg and company. And it's going to happen again and again. And then to know to these 5 stars that Flagg, Maluach, and Knueppel, they started every game last season. So you will definitely not sit.
Well, Dr. Professor Stroman, can I interject one thing, though?
Please.
A different perspective. And I know I'm right about this. Elton Brand, Baccaro, Kyrie Irving. Who was the other you mentioned? Zion Williamson. 3 guys going in the draft last night, and Cooper Flagg being the number 1 pick. All those names, and 5 guys coming in, top guys come in every year, and getting a couple of guys out the portal. Well, all that being done over that period of time, give him a championship.
Okay. Give it to him, Kmac. Give it to him, Kmac.
Give me a championship, because I'm going to tell you right now, some people, at the end of the day, they came to college, but they didn't get it done in college. And going to the NBA, fine. Everything, that's cool. But they came to college to win a national championship. And over that period of time, none of those guys you mentioned, 0.
Isn't that something?
Won a national championship.
But
Good job.
But isn't that something, though?
What's something about it?
Not even a championship amongst all of them, and you still felt sick to your stomach.
No.
Watching people gloat.
And we didn't say sick
I
to
didn't
the
say
stomach.
sick.
That's how they feel. Let me restate.
I just gave you a different opinion about the fact. People say, hell, I got some banners I can look at too.
Dr. Stroman.
As a team, as a university, I got banners I can look at.
Okay, Reese didn't feel sick. Dr. Stroman, you felt sick to your stomach just watching all that gloating. Knowing they didn't even win a championship, didn't you? Didn't you?
No, that just tells me.
Didn't you, Dr. Stroman?
I think now we're going to settle this. Errol has a great point, and Kmac has a great point, too. So we're going to balance that one out.
So she did feel a little
sick. That is a very good point. Yes, that was very good.
You can't help but feel sick.
You are spot on because it's all about winning championships and banners.
Yes.
And yet we did bring it up, the fact that, it does bother us.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, but
you got all of these championships during that period of time.
Hold up.
Okay.
And look, and you still feel like, oh.
But no, we don't. Now we don't because we got to go to Kmac.
You beat Coach K.
All right, let's keep moving.
Wait. Then,
you beat Coach K.
I got to say
let him say it.
Not only did we beat him, Kmac.
Come on.
We beat him in the most important game in his career, the last game at Cameron, and then a few weeks later in the damn Final Four.
Yes.
I rest my case. Go ahead, Doc.
I knew that was coming. But
at the end of the day,
here's what I understand.
That's all I got. That's all I need.
One of the most significant accomplishments that you've had in the last 5 years. No one ever plays it on television. What? They don't even talk about it.
No, that's not true.
They don't talk about it.
I hear it all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
I hear it all the time.
Well, that's between y'all little ancestral group there.
Because the Duke graduates are the producers and try to keep it off. But we see it.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
That's right, Dr. Stroman.
Well, don't get mad. Yeah. Look, you got to work for somebody. Don't get mad at us, Dr. Stroman. It's okay.
All right, but the point is that this upcoming season, which is, again, another reason why it was difficult for Tar Heel fans, is that Duke's recruits this year, they have 4 5-stars coming in, and then 1 4-star, which is probably another 5-star.
Keep them coming.
So they just recruiting advantage. But one you failed to mention that did bother me last night is the main fans wearing all this Duke apparel. Why not the NBA Mavs? You knew it in advance. You knew he was going to be drafted by Dallas. I know you can afford the gear. I did my research. Maine, the state of Maine, their economy is characterized by its reliance on natural resources, a growing healthcare sector, and a tourism industry. And they focus on heritage industries like fishing and lodging. They do have an aging population and rising costs, but the state has seen growth in real wages and per capita income, particularly in sectors like healthcare and professional services. So they can afford the NBA jerseys. They didn't have to be wearing all those shirts last night.
Wow.
What have they? I'm going to go back to it one more time. Maybe it's not just Coach K when I ask the question, what have they done to you? Maybe it's the whole thing. Maybe it's all of it encompassed. Because Coach K's been gone so long. You shouldn't even be thinking about him. So now we've turned our attention to, I dare they wear the shirt. I dare they wear the shirt. But nobody says anything when all these people walk around with this fake UNC gear on.
What? Wait
nobody
I got on UNC gear today and it ain't fake.
My God.
Pam, don't you let them get away with that.
It was $35.
And you went to school there.
Exactly.
Nobody say, I can go all over the country and I see that ugly light blue color on somebody that can't even spell Chapel Hill. Can't even spell Chapel Hill.
Blue. Beautiful blue.
Oh, my God.
Every time you look up, you think about Carolina.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Yo,
the last one I have, why it was difficult for the Tar Heel Nation, because it makes us think about the upcoming season. And as you pointed out, Pam and Errol, having Drake Powell is a beautiful thing in the first round. But R.J. Davis was considered over the past 3 years one of the best players in the ACC, definitely top 3.
Yes.
And so do we have something backwards at Chapel Hill? Aren't these guys supposed to be getting ready for the pro game, and yet our best player doesn't get drafted in the first round, and yet our first-year player, who is basically still in high school, he does. So are we a model or not?
No.
So those are my thoughts on last night. Again, happy for the families to be able to realize their dream, but it was very, very disturbing for the Better Blue last night.
It's an indictment on the brand as it stands today. You are what we consider to be used to.
Ooh.
You used to be a factory that produced players of that caliber, of that ilk, but you're not.
Wow.
Those are the facts. That's where we are right now. The same way you beat Coach K is a fact, the same fact is you're not that brand anymore, Dr. Stroman. You're just not.
Stay tuned, though.
Well, I ain't say you couldn't get back. I'm just saying you're just not that. That's not who you are right now.
So do you think Duke is going to be cyclical as well, that they're going to go down at one point?
Duke never goes down. We do the same thing every year. I'm just mad that we don't ever win the championship after they get 5 top stars every year, and they can't seem to turn it into a championship. This is the closest they've been in like 4 years.
So technically, you're right. Two things can be right at the same time because you do the same thing
They do the
every
same
year.
thing.
You bring in the recruits, but you don't get the banner.
It's the same old. We go to the same top 5. The number 1 recruiting class every single year. Everybody goes crazy, and at the end of the day, no championship.
Well, I tell you what though, I'd rather be at the dance than talking about I wish I could have gone. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I wish I could have been at the dance.
You see what you started?
No. I mean, you know what?
You got to be at the dance.
Anyway, we don't have no time.
If you can't get to the dance,
I can drill down a little deeper. We don't have no time for that.
You can drill deeper.
I
What you
can
mean?
go there. I can go deeper.
we don't go in the past. We ain't got to go.
No, I'm not even talking about the past.
We ain't got to do all that.
I'm not even talking about the past.
We ain't got to do the past.
But to our point, so if you were a recruit or the parent of a recruit, and you're looking at the NBA.
If you're nostalgic, you would go over there.
And you're thinking, where should I let where should we
if
go?
If you're living in a world of
you
nostalgia.
go to Duke. No, you go to Duke.
Duke.
You go to
Yeah,
Duke.
exactly.
You go to Duke. Right? Duke is the greatest ever. I can't believe why every player in the country don't go to Duke.
Well, because we don't have no room for all of them.
That's right.
I can tell you one damn thing.
You should have 12.
I can tell you
12
this.
5-stars on that team.
I can tell you
should have
this.
12.
I can tell you
because
this.
it's the greatest. I mean, the environment, the coaching, the fans. These people are just impeccable.
I can tell you this.
They love all the players over there. Man, damn.
I can tell
Mikey, get ready. You're going to Duke.
I can tell you this. There ain't a player in the top 300 in this country that we didn't slide an offer in front of that wouldn't take it. Name one.
Well, it's really nice when you can go to a school that is very prestigious. It's elite. It's Ivy League to get in, and yet you don't have to. You only have to go to classes. You only have to go to classes for one semester.
Right.
In the spring, you can just drop out and go to the NBA.
Right.
That's really, really nice. And because they're private, no one knows the details. No one knows how it happened.
Come on,
and
doctor.
all the professors and
Really?
Senior administrators just turn their heads.
No,
but yet,
thank you.
All
Okay,
the
Dr.
public
Stroman.
schools, the great public schools,
Talk
have
to
to be
them.
scrutinized
That's
by
right.
legislators
That's right.
and the governor.
See,
so
the elite, they're the
obviously
elitists over there, so that's where they get away
That
with all
was
that.
good, Dr. Stroman.
That's
Thank
good,
you.
Dr.
Bringing it
Wait,
home.
she is a professor. She knows.
So now we going to the registrar's office. That's what we doing, Dr. Stroman. See, y'all don't play. Y'all just dirty. Y'all just dirty.
Hey, Coach Smith, may he rest in peace and power, when they were talking about how J.R. Reed can't read, and Coach Dean Smith did a terrible thing, but we all loved it in Tar Heel Nation because he said that, oh my gosh, what's his name? Who hit the great shot with Grant Hill?
Christian Laettner.
Christian Laettner. He said that Christian Laettner's test scores were worse than J.R. Reed.
Yep, he did say that.
That may be true.
Yeah.
That settles it.
I mean, the thing is, but you know,
I ain't mad at that.
Again, to my point, everything's happening perfect at Duke, and the fact of the matter, we just privileged to even be living during this era where we can see those kind of things just occur. It's amazing.
You're right. You are privileged to be able to witness such greatness.
Oh my God!
And I don't understand.
Let's walk it back. We are very, very blessed to live in and work in the ACC country, where we get great schools, great competition. This rivalry, I don't care about Michigan and Southern Cal and Notre Dame and Virginia Tech and Virginia. This rivalry is the best, and we are blessed to be able to broadcast and talk about it and poke fun at it. Congratulations to all the draft picks last night.
Outstanding. Dr. Stroman, I got a feeling we all may need to get us some tickets to go see the Hornets in about, 8 months or so. 9 months. We got to get a chance to go see. We're going to see. We're going to see what they're working with.
I'm not sold on LaMelo Ball with him having the ball and the injuries and all that. We need a solid point guard that's not again, he's good. Anybody in the NBA is a very, very good basketball player. But I'm old school. I like old school point guard.
Yeah, he's good to watch, but I'm not sure he can translate that into wins.
Yeah.
And that kind
Exactly.
of, he's good to watch, though, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Y'all probably,
Y'all are the best.
right about
Man,
that.
thank
All right,
you.
Dr.
I'm
Stroman.
just so
Thank
proud.
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
you.
I'm just proud to hear you talk about it, dude. This my day we forever made. Thank you, Dr. Stroman.
Look,
Appreciate you.
y'all be careful having an argument with the professor. She goes to the registrar's office on you.
Yes. Well, I love
And
my
I had-
shirt, by the way,
I had to
Kmac.
drop some economics about the state of Maine, too. So
I know you went deep. You
She
went
went
deep.
deep on that.
Fishing and
She said
hunting.
they can afford to get a jersey.
But